32 years ago, when the Altair system, Visudan scientists discovered the remnants of an extinct civilization we now call the Ancients. And here we found the secret to defeating the Shivans. How close did we come to being a footnote in the history of a future species that would happen upon our ruins 10,000 years from now? Would they indulge in the fiction of their own immortality until the Shivans came for them? And how long had this gone on? Did the ancients stumble upon the monoliths and the tombs of their predecessors in this distant corner of space, dismissing the warnings carved in the walls of the sepulchre? And when the destroyers came at last, what did the ancients think as they sifted the cremation of dust and bones, staring into the mute remains for a key, some solution to their plight? What if there had been countless races, stretching back into infinity, and like the 9 cities of Troy, each civilization had been built on the rubble of one that came before, each annihilated by the Shivans? The ancients died 8,000 years ago. As humanity emerged from its Neolithic infancy, they believed their voyage across the sea of stars woke the dragon that slept beneath the waves, that the Shivans were birthed from the flux of subspace, and their destruction was the revenge of an angry cosmos.
With recent victories on the Civil War front, the GTVA Security Council has authorized the deployment of 2 Deimos-class corvettes into the Nebular Theater of Operations. The Lysander and the Actium crossed the subspace portal at Gamma Draconis at 23:35 hours and joined up with the Aquitane's battle group. On their last sortie, Epsilon and Iota wings encountered 2 Shivan warships, a Rakshasa-class cruiser designated the Iblis, and a Lilith-class cruiser designated the Azurus. Admiral Petrock has instructed our corvettes to hunt down and destroy these vessels. 107 will provide fighter cover. Alpha Wing, your mission is to escort the Lysander and the Actium as they carry out this assault. Your first priority will be to eliminate all hostile fighters and bombers.
Steady as she goes. Those cruisers are somewhere in this vicinity. We're now converging on their last known position.
Are you reading anything on sensors, Actium?
Negative, Lysander.
If we don't find them, they'll find us. I don't expect we'll be disappointed.
The Shivans fought nothing but great war relics. We'll show them what firepower is all about. I'm picking up something. A wing of enemy fighters closing in.
Alpha and Beta, intercept those bandits. Keep them off the Lysander and Actium. Support ship now. Please stand by.
A Kane-class cruiser now coming into view.
Confirmed. It's the Azurus. Firing all guns.
Rearming sequence aborted. I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Damn it, Actium, watch that friendly fire.
Avoid the beam and you won't get hit, pilot.
All hostile fighters eliminated. Those Shivas put up a good fight.
Well done, pilots. Help the Corvettes finish off the Azurus, but don't get too close.
We have destroyed the Azurus, Command. That's one more Shivan cruiser out of circulation.
Okay, let's find that Rakshasa. Continue on your current heading. If you need to rearm pilots, now would be a good time.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
With the technology they had 30 years ago, it's a miracle we won the Great War.
No shields, no flak guns, no beam cannons.
You hear about Kappa Wing? Vanished without a trace 5 clicks from the Aquitaine.
Their patrol found the NTC Trinity, right?
Yeah, that was Arthur Romig's ship. Hard to believe he turned traitor. Hey, Command, you gonna tell us what the rebels are doing out here?
New readings coming up on sensors. Incoming fighters.
You'll be informed on a need-to-know basis, pilot. Now kill the chatter and focus on your mission. A wing of Seraphim is approaching fast. Intercept those bombers.
That's a confirmed kill.
The Seraphim are history. Well done, pilots.
Iblis now within range. All guns, fire for effect. situation here.
Can you get a closer look, Lysander? The Lysander is down. The Lysander is down. All vessels return to base. We need to regroup. Get out of there, pilots.
Rearming sequence aborted.
Shivan warship we encountered has been designated the SD Ravana. Allied forces have been deployed to engage this vessel. Given the number of Shivan fighters our wings have encountered, we knew an enemy destroyer had to be lurking somewhere within the nebula. Our impaired visibility and diminished sensor range made locating their base of operations difficult. Command hoped our offensive against the two Shivan cruisers would lure the destroyer from its hiding place. Under these circumstances, there was nothing you could have done to save that corvette from destruction. Admiral Petrock has informed me that the 107th may be called in to reinforce the vessels attacking the Ravana. Suit up for your next sortie, pilot. This is Lieutenant Samsa. The Allied attack against the SD Ravana has deteriorated. We have lost the GTD Delacroix, and the surviving warships in the battle group are damaged. For this mission, we'll fly the GTB Boanerdzes, the Alliance's new attack bomber. The Boanerdzes maximizes shielding and payload, while offering enough maneuverability to make it a viable tactic. With our Cyclops torpedoes, we'll have the firepower to take out the Ravana. If you're too far from the target, the flak guns will neutralize your bomb, so get as close as possible. Once you fire your salvo, if we succeed, we will have secured the jump.
I've acquired sensor lock on the Ravana. The destroyer is currently out of range. No visual on Allied ships, but we can see their cannon signature.
Objective neutralized. All units return to base.
Rearming sequence aborted.
The destruction of the Ravana is the most significant victory over the Shivans since the end of the Great War. We have secured the subspace node linking the nebula with Gamma Draconis, and we have demonstrated our technological superiority over our Great War nemesis. We have proven without a doubt that we have the firepower to neutralize any Shivan threat.
Lieutenant Commander Cordova here. Welcome to the 242nd Suicide Kings, pilot. I've heard from unofficial channels that the rebels have launched a surprise attack in the Epsilon Pegasi system. Details at this point are sketchy below 5-level clearance, and Command is in no hurry to fill us in. Petrarch says he'll brief the Aquitaine when we reach Capella. The GTA formed the Suicide Kings in the Great War when the old Valkyrie fighter went into service after the Shivan attack on Ross 128. The 242nd was stationed on the Galatea back then, and our first mission was the capture of Lieutenant Alexander McCarthy. We all studied the McCarthy trials in school, pilot. We're a part of history here. The Perseus is the next generation interceptor, the fastest fighter in the GTVA. Our primary combat role... You are now authorized to use the GTM-43A Stiletto II missile, designed to incapacitate subsystems.
Welcome to Training Simulator Module TSM.
"36 hours ago, the NTF launched a full-scale offensive in Epsilon Pegasi, taking the GTVA 6th Fleet by surprise. Commanding his forces from the NTD Repulse, Rear Admiral Koth leads the rebel advance. With 75% of our forces in this system decimated, the regional death toll since the incursion now exceeds 80,000. The GTD Aquitaine will lead the Allied counterstrike against Koth and his warships. We will resupply in Capella before shipping out to the front. Allied engineers, in the meantime, are developing and adapting technologies that will enable us to fight more effectively in the nebula. Dr. Hargrove and our research team continue to study the subspace.
This is Lieutenant Commander Cordova, leader of the 242nd Suicide Kings. Welcome to Epsilon Pegasi, pilots. NF Station, the Alliance's base of operations in this system, is now... Evacuation of civilian personnel on board NF Station is now in progress. As you know, civilians are protected under the Beta Aquila Convention, but the NTF has... Your mission is to defend NF Station. As leader of Alpha Wing, you will command your squad mates to destroy the fighters and warships besieging our installation. If the rebels sortie their Zeus bombers, intercept the warhead, Allied forces are engaging the rebels throughout the system. As resources become available, they will be deployed to assist you.
NTF fighters, you are firing upon a civilian vessel. Break off your attack.
Alpha, we need some fighter cover on the Calypso. Hold back the rebels so the civilians can escape.
Objective neutralized.
Not lose that base.
Set course for the Capella jump node. Activating jump drive now. Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
We have sustained moderate damage. All breach levels have been sealed off. Engineering reports the situation is under control.
Objective neutralized. Missile bank completed. Calling in support.
warship ever constructed. Well done. The NTC Cato has been destroyed.
This is the GTVA Colossus. Fighters, stand clear of hostile warships. All batteries, fire at will.
We have defeated the Hawkwood. Return to base, pilots. Mission accomplished.
In your courageous defense of Enif Station, you were eyewitness to an historic moment. The first combat deployment of the GTVA Colossus.
The following is classified level row. Unauthorized access is punishable under the GTVA Security Act, Deneb Convention, Section 2135. We vanquished the Shivans in the Great War, but the hard questions remain. How would we confront the threat of future invasion? The Shivans might return at any time, any place, without warning. How would we fight the next threat to the very existence of our species? In 2345, on the 10th anniversary of the Shivan attack on Ross 128, the Vasudan Emperor Khonsu II addressed the newly formed GTVA General Assembly. The Emperor inaugurated an ambitious and unprecedented joint endeavor, the GTVA Colossus.
Together we built a civilization from the ruins of the Great War, and now we stand on the threshold of a new era of prosperity and harmony. In Project Colossus, the Vasudan people celebrate a renewed covenant of peaceful coexistence and mutual defense with our Terran allies.
The Colossus is the most powerful spacefaring warship ever constructed. Spanning 6 kilometers from bow to stern, the Colossus has taken over 20 years to complete. 12 Lucifer-class destroyers can fit within its massive hull. Its state-of-the-art weaponry includes 45 laser turrets, 15 flak guns, 12 missile batteries, and 12 beam cannons. The Colossus wields more firepower than 5 Orion-class destroyers combined. 60 fighter and bomber wings are housed in its vast hangar, and its crew numbers over 30,000. Among its major contractors are industry giants Triton Dynamics, Subak Innis, and the Akaton Corporation. The Alliance now wages war on multiple fronts. In Deneb, Alpha Centauri, Epsilon Pegasi, and the mysterious nebula beyond Gamma Draconis. Once deployed, the Colossus will end these conflicts swiftly and decisively. If ever the Shivans return to threaten our worlds, we will be ready to face the challenge, securing peace for today and for generations to come.
The 242nd will escort a supply convoy as it makes its rendezvous with the GTVA Colossus. As we prepare the Colossus for the Allied counterattack, we must handle the logistics. The Colossus will jump in and rendezvous with your convoy at the Capella jump node, located on the far side of an asteroid field. The area has been the site of intense... You will be leading Alpha Wing, the main escort component. Your mission. The Vasudans have dispatched a wing of Serapis fighters to guard the Juyan. You do not have command over this unit. However, the 242nd Suicide Kings are responsible for the Juyan's safety. 18 months of civil war are beginning to strain Terran-Vasudan relations.
especially...
We're heading into the asteroid field now, Command. We're approximately 23 kilometers from the Capella jump node.
I'm picking up hostile indicators on my radar. I can't get a lock. Might be nothing but asteroid interference.
That's wishful thinking, pilot. Proceed with caution and stay close to the convoy.
A rebel sentry gun is activated 1,000 meters from the convoy.
Destroy it, but be careful, Alpha. The NTF seem to have an ambush in the works. Keep an eye out for hostile fighters. Deploying support ship now. Please stand by.
Heads up, enemy wing closing.
Rebels have sorties their Medusa bombers. Intercept them before they fire their missiles. We must protect that convoy.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go. I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit. IFF confirmed. Hostiles inbound. fighters to assist. Good luck, pilots.
The NTC Maelstrom has entered the asteroid field. When it gets in range, the cruiser will fire its forward beam cannon at the convoy. Alpha 1, you are ordered to neutralize that turret.
All units in the vicinity of the Capella jump node, Mayday! Our convoy is under attack. Repeat, our convoy is under attack.
Well done, pilot. The Maelstrom's main gun has been neutralized.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Excellent work, pilots. We have destroyed the Maelstrom.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
This is the GTVA Colossus. We have reached the rendezvous point. Now deploying transports. Theta Wing, stand watch. Alpha, the situation is now under control. You may return to base. Thank you for your escort, Alpha Wing.
Excellent job, pilot. The convoy made its rendezvous with the Colossus without... The Alliance will now take the Colossus on the offensive. We intend to break the back of the rebel fleet in Epsilon Pegasi, and the 242nd will play a pivotal role. Rear Admiral Karth is somewhere in this system. He will not commit the repulse unless it's absolutely necessary. Your job is to create that necessity. To lure Korth into our trap, the first phase of the mission will involve an attack against the rebel cruisers, Majestic and Refute. They are defended by a complement of 12 Hercules-class fighters. With the speed and agility of the Perseus, you should be able to outmaneuver the Hercs and take them down. Your primary objective will be to eliminate the fighter escort. This will pave the way for the GTC Rampart and our bomber wings, which will deliver the main thrust of the strike. Our plan is to damage the rebel cruisers while presenting the smallest credible threat. If the rebels think our force consists of nothing more than a Leviathan and a few errant bombers, they may capitalize on this advantage and sortie their fleet. For this reason, the cruisers must not be destroyed before their reinforcement. If Korth sends in the repulse to finish the job, Command will deploy...
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them. anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers. The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the rampart.
Bandit on your tail. Bandit on your tail. Can't hold them off much longer.
More rebel fighters jump in.
Get this bandit off me!
Centaur is picking up a wing of rebel Lokis, designation Libra. Seek and destroy.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go. Epsilon here. Standing by. This is Data Wing. We've delivered the goods and are returning to base.
Iota Wing here. If we hit these cruisers any harder, there won't be any bait left for the trap. We're bugging out.
The GTC Reborn. We're powering down our beam cannons to minimize damage against the cruisers. If you destroy them by accident, our ruse is finished.
The NTC Majestic has been destroyed. Admiral Kopp's destroyer has jumped in. The NTD repulse. The big fish has devoured our bait. Now sending in the Colossus. The repulse is deploying its fighter wings. Alpha, we need you to intercept. Destroy Ares' wing.
I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Colossus. Admiral Kopp, you are ordered to power down your vessel immediately and surrender. The Polaris jump node is blockaded. There is no escape.
I have no intention of escaping, Colossus, nor will I surrender. Even if I send my crew to hell with you, this monstrosity will be destroyed!
The repulse has set a collision course for the Colossus.
Breaking don't be absurd, Golf. You are sacrificing 10,000 lives for nothing.
Your cynicism appalls me, Colossus. I have 10,000 officers and crew willing to die for Neoterra. The tyranny of your regime is finished. Admiral Koch out.
Evacuating forward decks 400 through 1200. Bringing turrets to bear. Auxiliary bridge standby. All hands brace for impact.
I copy, pilot. Port ship in transit. Rearming sequence aborted. I copy, pilot. Port ship in transit.
Alpha, your primary objective is to intercept the escort. The rebel cruisers have anti-fighter guns. Stay out of range to avoid them.
Affirmative.
That's a confirmed
Check your
kill.
sex.
Deploying support ship now. Please stand by.
Check your sex. Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
The escort fighters are closing in on you, Alpha. Lure them back to the rampart.
I'm on it. I copy, pilot. Support ship in transit.
Sensors picking up a wing of rebel Lokis, designation Libra. Seek and destroy.
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go. Epsilon here. Standing by. This is Zeta Wing. We've delivered the goods and are returning to base.
Iota Wing here. If we hit these cruisers any harder, there won't be any base left to track. We're bugging out.
We're powering down our beam cannons to minimize damage against the cruisers. If we destroy them by accident, our route is finished.
Proceed with caution, Alpha. Those anti-fighter beams have an effective range of 1,500 meters. Try to lure the escorts away from their cruisers. Admiral Koff's destroyer has jumped in. The NTV repulse. The big fish has devoured our bait. Now sending in the Colossus. The repulse is destroying his fighter wings. Alpha, we need you to intercept. Destroy Ares' wing.
I have no intention of escaping, Colossus, nor will I surrender. Even if I send my crew to hell with you, this monstrosity will be destroyed.
The repulse has set a collision course for the Colossus.
Don't be absurd, Koff. You are sacrificing 10,000 lives for nothing.
Your cynicism appalls me, Colossus. I have 10,000 officers and crew willing to die for Neoterra. The tyranny of your regime is finished. Admiral Koff out.
Acquiring, evacuating forward decks 400 through 1200. Bringing turrets to bear. Auxiliary bridge standby. All hands straight for impact.
Get this bandit off me! Systems are down! I need support here!
Rearming complete, sir. You're good to go.
Acquiring lock-on engines.
Repulse objective neutralized. Colossus, what's your status?
Damage is minimal.
This operation will mark the beginning of the end for the NTF. Well done, pilot. The area is secure. All hostile targets have been neutralized. Return to base.
For your excellent record of confirmed kills, you have achieved the status of Ace. The Alliance has declared a decisive victory in Epsilon Pegasi. With our blockade of the Polaris jump node, all rebel forces in the system have surrendered.
You have volunteered for a covert assignment with Special Operations Command in conjunction with Galactic Terran Vasudan Intelligence. Our primary objective is to provide the Alliance with accurate and comprehensive information regarding the tactics, technologies, activities, and strategic objectives of forces hostile to the GTVA. Missions with the Special Operations Command are carried out deep in enemy territory with minimal logistical support. Our behind-the-lines activities include infiltration, sabotage, surgical strikes, and intelligence gathering. You will be working undercover within the Neo-Terran front, leading Alpha Wing of the 185th Fighter Squadron. Your contact in this mission is Lieutenant Commander Christopher Snipes, an Allied officer who staged his defection to the NTF 6 months ago. As Squadron Leader of the 185th, Snipes will advise you of your mission objectives both as an NTF pilot and as an Allied operative. You will be equipped with a device that will enable you and Snipes to communicate over a secure frequency in battle. NTF ships will interpret your transmissions as targeting data. The focus of this covert operation is the NTF's ETAC project. Because access to information is restricted to the highest echelon, our knowledge here is limited. ETAC involves the development of a new cutting-edge technology, possibly a weapon of mass destruction. Admiral Bosch oversees the project directly, and the rebels are constructing a prototype on the Iceni command ship. We need to get a closer look. Even a scan of the Iceni would be valuable. We are working with the full cooperation of Vasudan Tactical Command and the Terran 6th Fleet. The probability that you will engage Allied fighters will be minimal. However, should you come under Allied attack, you have limited authorization to return fire in self-defense or to complete your mission objectives as defined by Lieutenant Commander Snipes. Show restraint and use your judgment.
This is Lieutenant Commander Snipes. For all you replacement pilots, welcome to the 185th. As you know, Admiral Koth's defeat in Epsilon Pegasi has opened the Polaris system to Allied attack. At 14:25 hours, GTVA expeditionary forces crossed our jump. Bosch isn't taking chances. We're moving the Iceni command ship to the Regulus system, where Bosch will install his provisional government. We practiced this drill before, pilots. Alpha and Beta Wing will escort the Iceni. The Regulus node is located within a small asteroid field. Our job is to clear a path. Alpha 1, do you copy? We're on a secure channel. We need a scan of the Iceni. Target the warship and close to 600 meters. Keep the ship's lead indicator in the center of your reticle. What's that science cruiser doing out here? NTF Command never briefed me about it. Must have something to do with ETAC. That's strange. I don't know what any of this means. We'll see what our analysts come up with back home.
Allied forces now jumping in. We've got a Mentu-class cruiser with fighter escort and a wing of bombers. All units, defend the Iceni.
All right, kids, here's the game plan. Take out fighters and bombers first, and blast that cruiser back to Vasuda Prime. Something's wrong here. Command said the Vasudans wouldn't attack until the Iceni left Polaris. Either we've been been double-crossed or these Basudans are not following orders. It's an us or them situation, pilot. Alright, here are the rules. Neutralize anything that attacks the Iceni. Take out beam turrets and shoot down bombs. They fire on you, fire right back. If you don't defend yourself, you'll die out here, Alpha 1. These Basudans are renegades.
An update from the Epsilon Pegasi blockade. More Basudan warships are on their way. The Iceni will proceed to the Regulus node as planned. All units, defend the Iceni and the Hinton. They must reach the Regulus system. The future of Neoterra depends on it. Destroy the asteroids before they impact the command ship's hull. Asteroids on a collision course will be indicated with white brackets on your HUD.
Alright, pilot, I've got some good news and some bad news. Good news is the Iceni has been destroyed along with Admiral Bosch and the ETAC project, whatever that was. The bad news is the Allied warships that attacked the Iceni were under the command of Admiral Amos, who had full knowledge of our operation. The fact that the Vesudans knew the exact time and position of the Iceni's departure to Regulus has made the rebels just a little suspicious. Counterintel double-checked the dossiers of all new pilots and found some discrepancies in your file. As your superior officer, it is my duty to inform you that you'll be executed at 2100 hours.
You have volunteered for a covert assignment with Special Operations Command.
This is Lieutenant Commander Snipes. For all you replacement pilots, welcome to the 185th. As you know, Admiral Koth's defeat in Epsilon Pegasi has opened...
Alpha 1, do you copy? We're on a secure channel. We need a scan of the Iceni. Target the warship and close to 600 meters. Keep the ship's lead indicator in the center of your reticle. What's that science cruiser doing out here? NTF Command never briefed me about it. Must have something to do with ETAC. That's strange. I don't know what any of this means. We'll see what our analysts come up with back home. Allied forces now jumping in. We've got a Mentu-class cruiser with fighter escort and a wing of bombers. All units, defend the Iceni.
All right, kids, here's the game plan. Take out fighters and bombers first, and blast that cruiser back to Vasuda Prime. Something's wrong here. Command said the Vesudans wouldn't attack until the Iceni left Polaris. We just double-crossed them. The Vesudans are not following orders. It's an us or them situation, pilot. All right, here are the rules. Neutralize anything that attacks the Iceni. Take out beam turrets and shoot down bombs. They fire on you, fire right back. If you don't defend yourself, you'll die out here, Alpha 1. These Vesudans are renegades.
Blockade. More Vesudan warships are on their way. The Iceni will proceed to the Regulus node as planned. All units, defend the Iceni and the Hinton. They must reach the Regulus system. The future of Neoterra depends on it. With white brackets on your HUD.
The students have destroyed the Hinton. Pilots, redouble your efforts. The Iceni must reach the Regulus system. Bosch and the Iceni have reached the Regulus system. Let's get back to base on the double. Alright, pilot, I've got some good news and some bad news. Good news is we got the Iceni to Regulus. The scan data you collected has been transmitted to the GTVI, and our operation to uncover the secret of ETAC continues as planned. The bad news is we're in a lot more danger than I think you realize. The Vasudan warships are under the command of Admiral Amos, who had full knowledge of our activities. The fact that the Vasudans knew the exact time and position of the Iceni's departure has made the rebels just a little suspicious. As usual, the GTVA is overplaying its hand. Amos and his subordinates now face a court-martial for insubordination. The Rebs are all over that one. Not only did the Admiral know the position of the Iceni, he wasn't authorized to act on that information. Our squadron will be high on the NTF's list of suspects. One more thing. The pilots under... As you have no doubt already heard, the GVD Samtic has destroyed the NTD Cyrene, flagship of the Sirius fleet. As bad as things look in Polaris, the situation in Sirius is even worse. Bosch has redeployed our battle group to reinforce NTF positions in that system. We arrive in Sirius in 6 hours. The 185th will be deployed immediately to rendezvous with the NTT Sunder. Our mission will be to escort the transport back to the Regulus jump node. The cargo on board the Sunder has... The Alliance is fighting to secure the Alpha Centauri and Deneb...
Reactor core breach on all fighters! Half the squad is down! Command, did you copy? We've been set up! Alpha 1 and Beta 1 are traitors! We've been sabotaged!
Like us call it sanitizing. The jamming devices should have blocked their transmissions to Rebel Command, but with the luck we're having, the NTF Armada will arrive any second now. Our mission, Alpha 1, is to hijack the NTT Sunder. The transport pilot is one of us, so he'll follow course. We need to make the Rebels think the Sunder has been destroyed. A decoy transport will arrive in a few minutes.
reactor core breach. What happened to your squad?
We were ambushed by an allied heavy recon unit flying some new kind of fighter. They splashed my squad and jumped before we could take them down.
New kind of fighter, huh? You can tell us all about it at your debriefing. Why don't you rearm and repair, and we'll help you finish your escort. We've got more backup in transit, Alpha and Beta. We just need to hold down the fort a few minutes.
Some of that transmission got through. I can't tell if they're onto us or not. Let's play their game for now. I've got some friends coming, so don't panic. Alpha 1, engage rebel fighters. Break to attack. Go, go, go! The 99th Skulls, Special Operations Command, the elite of the elite. Those fighters they're flying are the Arini's class. As far as anyone else knows, they don't even exist. You see the Hamako? That's the new AWACS ship. We're using it to block all enemy transmissions. As long as that ship remains operational, no one on the outside will know what we're up to. As far as the NTF is concerned, we're still loyal and devoted rebel pilots. So watch the Hamako, alright? If we lose the AWACS, our cover's blown for good. The NTC Miley has jumped in. Watch the flak. We're almost there, but if that decoy doesn't get here real soon, we'll have to bail. Here comes the Hellespawn, Aeolus class. Knossos jumping in with the decoy. About time you guys made it. Let's secure the area and bring it on home. Going down. All units return to base. We blew this one big time. With the destruction of the Sunder, our heist failed. With only our scan of the Iceni to go on, unraveling the secret of Bosch's ETAC project will be nearly impossible. We invested 6 months into this operation and came away empty-handed. We're taking you to Deneb, where you'll catch a transport back to Capella.